Hey, it's Dustin from Parts Doctor, and today I'm going to show you how to replace this front drum seal and bearing on the back side of the front panel of this Whirlpool dryer. But this also applies to some other great manufacturer brands such as Kenmore, Maytag, Amana, and more. It's super simple. It may look like a lot, but I'll show you step by step and you can do it. Let's get into it. When we hear the word bearing, we usually think of a ball bearing assembly, but by definition, a bearing is defined as a part of a machine that bears friction, especially between the rotating part and its housing. So understanding that, the front drum seal and bearing seals the drum to the front panel of the dryer while also providing a surface for the drum to rotate smoothly. The front drum seal and bearing works in tandem and is often ordered with the support ring and bearing kit, which is the plastic ring that installs on the inside of the dryer drum. We will link a video to the support ring and bearing kit replacement down below. If you need to purchase a front drum seal and bearing for your Whirlpool dryer, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we offer fast shipping and only sell manufacturer-approved genuine replacement parts for all major appliance brands. Tools needed for this repair: Phillips head screwdriver, 5/16 nut driver or socket, a putty knife, 3 2x4 blocks or something similar to hold the dryer drum up. Before working on any appliance, please remember to disconnect it from the power. If you need to move your dryer away from the wall, please disconnect the dryer vent hose on the rear of the machine. Exposed edges on the dryer may be sharp, so consider using gloves and protective clothing. Locate the lint screen and pull the lint screen from the lint chute. Set it aside. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 screws from the lint chute opening. Be careful to not let them fall down the lint screen chute. On the top panel of the dryer, there are 2 clips roughly 2 inches from the edge of the dryer that hold the top panel in place. Using a putty knife, gently press the clip in to release the top panel of the dryer. While you're pressing on the clip, gently pull up on the top panel so you know when it's released. Repeat on the opposite side until the top is released from both clips. Once the top is free, the top panel of the dryer can be safely opened and secure. It is important that you do not flip the top all the way open, as you can damage the metal tabs or wiring harness. The metal tabs holding the top panel are not designed or strong enough to hold the panel on their own. Prop the top panel against a wall or secure it with cord or twine. Locate the door switch wiring connector in the front right corner of the dryer cabinet. Gently use your putty knife to release the locking tab on the door switch wiring harness and pull the 2 connectors apart. Once the top panel is secure and the door switch is disconnected, move on to removing the front panel. There are 2 5/16 screws and 2 slide-in hooks holding the front panel to the cabinet. First, remove the 2 5/16 fasteners with either a nut driver or socket, and be sure not to lose the 2 retaining clips that hold the screws in place. Once both of the top screws are removed, tilt the top of the front panel about 6 inches away from the cabinet and lift to free the panel from the 2 bottom clips. The dryer drum is supported by the front panel, so while you're moving the front panel away, rest the drum against either of the dryer side panels. The metal edges can be sharp, so be careful when working around any exposed edges of the dryer. Now place your support or supports underneath the dryer drum to hold it in place. We are using these scrap 2x4 blocks to hold the drum while we work. This should hold the drum up to keep the tension on the drive belt. If the drum moves too much, the belt may lose tension and you will have to retighten the idler pulley. There will be a link in the description on how to reinstall the belt and idler pulley below. To remove the front drum seal, pull up on the felt flap located on the lower half of the seal enough to get the 1-piece circular seal up and over the lip of the front panel. The felt seal should come free and lift off the front panel. On this model, the drum seal is held in place by 2 plastic push-in clips that can be purchased at partsdoctor.com. This kit comes with 2 different styles of clips that are designed to hold the felt seal in place. There will be a link in the description if you need to order replacements. If you need to purchase a new front drum seal and bearing, make sure you get a manufacturer certified replacement part like the ones that we sell on our website, partsdoctor.com. We'll leave a link in the description below. Search with the model number from the tag on your dryer to be sure you get the correct part. To install the front drum seal, locate the 2 holes in the felt pad and line them up with the 2 plastic circular clips on the top of the front panel. Be sure the seal is seated on the 2 plastic clips while the flap on the bottom half of the seal is pointed towards the front panel. Installing it this way assures that the felt seal does not get bunched or scrunched when installing the front panel. Using your hands, slowly work the seal on and over the front lip of the front panel. Check to be sure that the felt seal is seated on the plastic clips and completely around the circular frame, with the white felt on the bottom half and the seam of the fold closest to you. Before you start to reassemble the dryer, check the belt and the idler pulley to assure that the belt is still hooked up with tension on it. Move the front panel near, and while carefully supporting the drum, remove the support blocks underneath the drum. While continuing to support the drum, move the front panel into place. Using your foot, slide the bottom of the front panel on the metal hooks near the bottom of the side walls of the cabinet. Apply gentle pressure to the bottom of each side of the front panel until each side slips down on the metal J-shaped hooks. While continuing to hold the front panel in place, carefully reach in to align the dryer drum to fit over the front drum seal while you push the front panel against the cabinet. While holding the front panel in place, be sure that the retention clips are in place and screw the two 5/16 fasteners with your nut driver or socket. Firmly tighten both sides. Reconnect the door switch wiring harness, being sure that the locking clip snaps back into place. Check the top of the cabinet for any wires that could get pinched when closing the top panel. Slowly close the top panel and firmly snap both sides onto the clips. Replace the two screws near the lint chute. Again, be careful that they do not fall down into the chute. Finally, slide the lint screen into the lint chute opening. And that's it. Congratulations on repairing your dryer. As always, I'm Dustin with the Parts Doctor, and until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.